Becomes the best of 7, of course. Great pot. Well, it's a fast table, but he's got a shot on the blue to the middle. Well, it's kind of a little bit awkward on the black, but he still might take it on. But he can just drop in behind the blue. But wonderful pot from there. And there's the distance.
He's cueing so sweetly, isn't he? Didn't touch the sides.
Blue one.
Well played. It's much easier to work it out in imperial, Phil, instead of metric. When we're doing the tournaments from China, we have to get the calculator out for that one, don't we? This metric stuff, you know, should be imperial.
Well, gentlemen of a certain age.
Seven.
Well, he might have a little bit of angle. It's not a problem. You can just bring the white back for the red, left of the pink. He's playing through actually with topspin, so he's trying to get closer to the reds. Well, same result, but that's an excellent shot. He looks in the mood. He's taken 2 good frames here, Barry Hawkins, and he's looking to keep the pressure on.
Thanks. 13.
Ricky Walden has been pretty effectively frozen out thus far. He's potted just 4 balls.
Well, you know, he probably saw Ronnie's match last night against Robert Milkins, Barry, and it's pretty obvious he wants to have a crack at him, doesn't he?
Set up the chance to exact a measure of revenge for that defeat in the Crucible final. A long way to go, of course.
$25. 26.
Struck that well. He's just left himself a little bit hampered, but no problem with this red near the top cushion. Just drop this in. He's looking good.
Okay.
The balls aren't touching the sides, are they? Right in the heart of the pocket.
It's a good sign.
33. $34.
Well, that was aggressive, and then there was 2 reds he could have played on there, and it could have finished a lot better actually. He's got this red in the middle as we watch the replay, trying to get right through them. Could have done with a little bit more power. He has this red to the left middle, but it's slightly hampered. Well, I thought he might be too close for this one, but it seems okay. Got to be careful he doesn't push this. I'm not sure about that, because he can't get close to the black. He might have to play the 1 to the middle.
tip of the cue is in contact with the cue ball at the same time as the cue ball's touching the object ball. And of course is a foul, a push shot. And they are very close. Either way, it's awkward. But one good shot, he could be looking at a 3-0 scoreline.
Nicely done. Just slightly overhit for the blue, but he can play the blue to the corner actually, but it's a good recovery from there. That still needed potting. Just look at these reds, like begging to be potted into pockets here. Good 41-point lead as well. This should be 3-0. Especially what we've seen before. Well, there again, Phil, the blue, bang in the middle of the pocket. You know, they're not touching the side, so
46.
that is good evidence there that a player is cueing well.
47.
Well, look at the pot success. I mean, you know, Ricky's down to 57. He's been shut out slightly. His will go up, I'm sure, but 94% after 2.5 frames. That's very good.
Anything over 90 is the benchmark, really, for the top pros.
54.
94, exceptionally good. And 75% from distance is also exceptionally good.
55.
This is as well as he struck the ball all season, I would venture to suggest. Very much the form he showed in his run to the Crucible final.
$62.
Could have been all very different for Barry Hawkins if he'd succeeded in his interview many years ago when he went for a solicitor's job. Might never have got his cue out of his case in any serious way. I think that failed job interview has paid off, Mike.
Handsomely.
68.
Well, that's another frame gone west for Ricky Walden, who's really not done much wrong. Missed 1 or 2 balls, but he's been reduced to spectator thus far.
69.
It's hard to know what sort of form Ricky Walden's in because he's had so few opportunities.
$75.
Just has to try and remain focused, be patient.
76.
Well, I did mention that I thought that second frame could be important really for Ricky Walden, and it's turning out to be that way. I mean, you know, this is relentless stuff here from Barry. You know, he hasn't taken him long to really get into his stroke. 85, 57, 82 and counting. And Ricky has only scored 18 points in all of these 3 frames. And he won't be coming back to the table.
The next frame coming up, the last one before the interval. Crucial one for Walden, he's got to win it.
Well, you would think so, Phil, wouldn't you, to have any chance of progressing into the quarterfinals.
90. $91.
Century number 155 in Hawkins' career. A distinct possibility if he can get on the final red.
He's playing
97.
well. That is not in doubt. Ricky
98.
Walden here is going to have to draw on all of his experience to get back into this match.
Once again, right in the middle of the pocket, and the crowd showing their appreciation. You can't hit the ball much better than Barry Hawkins is right now.
107.
Terrific stuff.
It's a great feeling for a player when it's like this. I mean, the balls are like marbles and the pockets are really big, you know, like buckets. And to make it look easy, but trust me, it isn't.
110.
That man powerless to do anything about it right now.
$114.
Well, he'll be disappointed, Mike, because I think that one touched the jaws.
We'll give him that one.
That
one didn't.
Normal service resumed. Oh, this has been absolutely immaculate.
Well, you will not see a better century than that. Marvellous snooker from Barry Hawkins. He's playing like a dream out there. A total clearance of a 132 to go with the 85 and the 57. He is halfway to a place.